And the first ever home game for the Wind Surge getting closer. What you need to know if you're heading to Riverfront Stadium. Cake News at 5 starts right now. Well, wait is almost over for fans as AA baseball is set to return to downtown Wichita tonight. Good evening. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm David Scott.
And I'm Deb Ferris, live at Riverfront Stadium in the Delano District, where the gates are just about to open for those fans. You can probably see them lined up out there. They are so excited to come in. But I want you to take a look at what's behind me over here. This is the field, and this is absolutely gorgeous. You can see members of the Wind Surge are warming up. They're taking batting practice, infield, getting ready for the big game tonight against the Sod Poodles, which just happen to be prairie dogs. So the big game starts at 7:05, and this place has been rocking for hours. Staff members have been walking around getting ready for the big night. They just had a meeting over here to talk about what they're getting ready to do when they open up those gates. And it is a big night for the Wind Surge and all of the fans. This place is supposed to be sold out, so we'll see what happens here in a few minutes when those gates do open. We have team coverage tonight. Eli Higgins is live. He's going to have a look back at the first game that was played here last month with Wichita State and some of the lessons learned. But first, let's get to Hannah Baker, who is touring the stadium, trying to figure out what everybody can do tonight besides watch baseball. And one of the things she wants to do is eat some food. Hannah?
Yeah, Deb, it's just now 5 o'clock, so the gates are opening up. The concession stands here behind me have already opened up. We have Freddy's with steak burgers, fries, and my favorite, frozen custard. We just saw the Wind Surge concessions open up as well. You can get hot dogs, pretzels, popcorn, and anything you need to make your game day experience the best it can be. And earlier, we did get to check out the team store with all kinds of merchandise, so you can represent the Wichita Wind Surge. There was tons of hats and many different colors, different kinds of jerseys, shirts, sweatshirts, as well as stuff for the little ones. Now, we did get the chance to talk with some fans in the store, picking out stuff in advance, who tell us they're thrilled this day is finally here after years of waiting.
It feels great. I mean, this is something that I think the anticipation's been building, and we've been driving around the stadium now for over a year looking at it, waiting to get in here, and it's a fantastic facility, and I think Wichita has a lot to be proud of.
Now, I know what I'm going to do as soon as I finish this live shot. I'm going to go check out some of this food here behind me, but just make sure that masks are required inside. They also have a clear bag policy, as well as this is a cashless stadium, so make sure you bring your cards to make all your purchases. Live at Riverfront Stadium, Hannah Baker, Cake News on your side.
All right, this definitely has a feel of a big-time baseball game tonight. You can just feel the excitement in the air. Take a look. They literally just opened the gates. The fans are starting to come in. Ticket takers are taking their passes so they can come in and cheer on the Wind Surge. Now, this isn't the actual first game that's been played here at Riverfront Stadium. If you remember last month, Wichita State had its first game, or had the first game here at the stadium, so it was kind of a warm-up for everyone, and there were some lessons learned, some things that are changed for tonight's big game. Let's check in now with Eli Higgins for more on that story. Eli?
Deb, we are up here on the party porch. This is just on the opposite end from where you guys are down there in the tent, and I'll tell you what a great day for baseball. Now, this is the first Wind Surge home game, but it is not the first game here at the stadium, and plenty of lessons were learned from that game. Now, one of the big problems at the Wichita State game April 10th was the line to get in. Wind Surge General Manager Jared Forma says it was partially due to a communication issue, and has worked with the security company to make sure it does not happen again. Another issue last time was concessions. Now, while the lines did move pretty quick, Forma says there was an issue running out of or misplacing some of that inventory. Now, Forma says the April 10th game was a good learning opportunity, but everything tonight will be in the honor of the man behind it all.
Can't do anything today without thinking of our late owner, Lou Schweckheimer. Even keep his patch in my hat tonight, that our team will be wearing on the field, on our jerseys. This was him. This was his dream and vision, and we just hope to make him proud tonight.
Now, while the game is almost sold out, Forma says there are still tickets available. He says the best way to get them at this point is windsurge.com on its website. You can also get them right here in person, though, at the box office. Live downtown, Eli Higgins, Fox, Kansas News at 9.
All right, Eli, thanks so much for that. Fans are starting to pour in. The field is ready. The team is ready. It's going to be a big night out here. Now, if you are headed down here, you might want to grab a coat, maybe some gloves. It's a little chilly with the wind. And if you're wanting to know where to park, let's take a look at the map there. There are plenty west of the river surrounding the stadium. Each is charging $5 to park. All lots east of the river are free, with trolleys running frequently throughout the night. You can also find parking at the Wichita Ice Center, Gander Mountain, Water Walk, and Century 2. And if you don't want to walk, there's a shuttle available that will be running. And for a look at all the parking options, just go to cake.com and click on this story. And we do have a map there showing that. And one thing I thought was interesting, there are 3 gates to the stadium. So, you know, wherever you park, you can get in close. You don't have to just go to that one gate that was here when it was Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Now, be sure to stay with Cake News throughout the night for continuing coverage and live coverage from here at Riverfront Stadium. We, of course, will bring you live updates throughout the night and tell you all about the big game that's coming up. More on Cake News at 6. Live at Riverfront Stadium, Deb Ferris, Cake News on your side.